Hello, everybody. How's it going? I know this is different, but I fucking had enough. I had enough. I am sick and tired of this pussy ass society that we are growing up into and that our kids are gonna have to grow up into. You know what I mean? So this is going to be, I want you guys to first read the title and I want you guys to read the description. This is going to be a very, very controversial stream. We're going to be talking about feminism, LGBTQ bullshit, all these social justice issues, politics, the system and the financial system itself, social programming, the oppression and suppression of masculinity. We're going to be talking about a lot here. We are going to be talking about a lot here. It's going to piss people off. It's going to make people angry. It's going to make people question their lives, question their reality. But I'm fucking tired of it. I am tired of being an ambitious male in my 20s and getting my aggression and ambition translated as anger or as any type of negativity. I'm tired of being judged by regular minimum wage working motherfuckers who don't want to do anything better in their life, who don't want to improve themselves mentally, physically, financially, or spiritually, but they can continue to run rampant on social media and everywhere else and continue to judge people over and over and over again and judge how they live while they defend their little bubble of comfort and protection, right? So, this is just a blank screen. It's going to be a lot different, but I don't know if you guys have noticed through the generations, I'm going to be starting back from I'm going to be starting from like the start of time. We're going to be starting through evolution in this, okay? So let's start from basics. You had man and women born into the world, etc., yada yada. We know that. We started back in the Neanderthal days. We're not going to be talking about how we evolved into man. I'm starting from when we were man and woman from the Neanderthal days, right? How did the system work naturally due to survival, right? There was no means of chasing any personal satisfaction. There was really no means of chasing personal social issues or goals because back then none of that shit existed. Everything was only focused on one thing, which was survival, right? And in a vicious world where you have all these predators, you're going against the weather, you're going against the natural elements. Back then, masculinity was praised, being strong, being aggressive, and getting what you want in the terms of survival. So back then, there was this common role or difference or an understanding between man and woman, and you had the survival of the fittest, and man helped woman survive. At the end of the day, if there was only fucking women born, there would not be any human race. Alright? That's just the fucking simple topic right there. If there was no men back then, there would be no fucking survival. It's that simple. Women would not have the biological makeup to adapt to these different types of situations, whether it be hunting or the weather. That's why they were primarily the gatherers. They were primarily the ones for reproduction, right? Women's roles were for reproduction, for increasing the population. That was their biological role. These types of biological impacts from the survival days are still innately active in our human psychology, meaning women still innately have the majority of women. I don't care about you 1% of women who are LGBTQ, got rainbow hair. Go fuck yourself. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the 99% of women out there. The 99% of women still have instinctive needs to be more nurturing, have a family, have kids, be taken care of. Right? They still want a man that's going to be able to provide for them and give them the highest probability of survival. But in our modern world, survival is now becoming comfort. So whatever man can give you the highest level of comfort and resources for your life, 99% of women are going to take that opportunity to go to that man. But the man himself, he has to make his own comfort and survival. Okay? So another thing when we're talking about starting from the state of survival and we're talking about in our modern days and continuing this, we're going to compare it to value. Right? So biologically and through history, women have been given their value from birth. Women are known to, like, for example, you guys have been told probably when you were kids you gotta ask the woman out. You gotta be courteous. You gotta be a gentleman. You gotta take her on the first date. Women, when they are coming, even if any guys in here have a daughter, your daughter's known as a princess. She's known as a queen. You don't have a son and start calling him a fucking prince or king. You just say, hey, this is my son. Let's be realistic here. Right? So you have women or girls who are born into the world given value from birth due to their femininity, due to the history behind it, and also due to their reproductive benefits. Women are naturally given value because they're used to reproduce. Where a man has to earn his value through his accomplishments, experience, and skill set. Please understand this inherent difference between a man's values and a woman's values. Through our society, women have been constantly gifted their value. And if you're a woman who just also happens to be extremely attractive, you have a fucking easy life. Stop crying. All right? Just like if you're a man who's more physically attractive and larger, you're going to have an easier life and you're going to have more opportunities than some fat fucking loser. This isn't mean. This is the reality of the world. The same way that everybody is pissed off nowadays about all the judgment. So nowadays, if you judge someone based on what they are earning or based on their physical appearance, you're an asshole. You're a bully. But our entire civilization has been classed. Right? We have been grading things 1 through 10 from danger levels, from confidence, from income levels, from survival rates through history. Do you understand what I'm saying? 1 through 10, we grade everything. Everybody, why do you think everybody has different income classes? Why do you think a person's body fat is measured? Their obesity is measured? Why do you think a person's leadership skills, these various values a person can have or experiences a person can have or skill sets, why do you think they are all measured? Why do you think people get graded on their education? So to say all this shit about, oh, you can't judge me, listen, bitch, we live in a world that is built on judgment, classifying things, and looking for the best opportunity of survival and success. All right. If I see a woman and one woman is extremely attractive and fit, it's not just showing me that she's physically fit. It's showing me that she's putting the time and effort to take care of herself. If I see a woman or even two men and one guy is fat as fuck, obese, he's working some dead-end job, he's depressed, you know what I mean? He doesn't give a fuck about his life. And I see another man who is in physical shape. He's pursuing what he wants to do. He's bettering himself mentally, financially, and spiritually. That guy who is bettering himself, or that guy who is doing more, he is a better human than the other person. He is making the choices to be a better human. Do you understand that? As soon as a person has the courage in our modern society to make the active decision to want to better themselves physically, financially, spiritually, they are now better than the 99%. To be a part of the 1% is a mindset. It is not a wealth. It is not a wealth number, right? Some of us you guys see on the stream, like even me, I'm in the top 1% of earners in the world, but I'm in the very, 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 very bottom of the 1%. It's not a measurement. It's not a measurement of wealth. It's as soon as a person wants to actively start improving their life, as soon as one person starts doing 0% better in their life day after day, they are now a better human than the person who is doing 0%. I don't give a fuck if the person doing 0% is kind. I don't care if they're quiet. I don't care if they say thank you or you're welcome. They're still less of a fucking human being than the person who is actively doing more. Humans, we are working machines. Right? We are not meant to be just fucking sitting here, not moving, on your phone in hand, just staring at this fucking screen all day, right? And I'm gonna give you guys an example of this. Our bodies biologically produce energy. We produce watts. We produce heat. We are like an engine, just like any other machine. What happens when a machine or an engine does not get used? It rusts. It breaks down. Right? What happens when a machine doesn't get used for years and years? It becomes stagnant. Is it going to be as efficient as when it was well oiled, actively working every single day? No, it's going to be rusted down. It's going to be slowed. So when you're looking at our modern society, we live in a society where you have all of these short-term temptations and satisfactions and conveniences at your fingertips. Meaning, we are all told what is supposed to make us happy and give us this dopamine hit. Drugs, junk food, sex, gambling, any pleasure, whatever it may be, right? So let me ask you guys this question. In a society where we have the access to all of this pleasure at our fingertips, right? Why is this the most depressed society in history? Why is this the most mentally sick and mentally depressed society in history? Why? Why does everybody still feel this? Why do the majority of people feel this doom and gloom over them? This depression, this dark cloud? Even though they're talking to their friends on social media, even though they can order whatever food they want, even though they can go watch porn, jerk their dicks off, or go touch your pussy, do whatever the fuck you want. You can get that short-term pleasure. How come with all this short-term gratification, how come with all this pleasure at our fingertips, why is everybody so depressed and at the actual core and reality? Do you know why? Because humans are no longer chasing personal accomplishment. Humans have stopped chasing personal accomplishment. True happiness and acceptance of yourself comes from development of yourself, being a better person than the person you were yesterday. I bet any money that if all of us deleted our social media and we started working out every day and we started reading a book in our interest every day, whether it be in trading or it might be in science, it might be about astrology, I don't give a fuck what it is. If you are increasing your value as a human and you are actively making choices to increase your value, this is when you finally become satisfied. When you find true happiness, when your satisfaction lasts a lot longer than the day-to-day bullshit, right? But we have a society that has been absolutely polluted. Like, let me, is this even a fact? Why does the millennial generation, right? Why does this millennial generation tend to have the highest rate of depression compared to other gens when they have so much opportunity at their fingertips? And why is everyone scared to speak up about this? Huh? The core issue is that nobody has any value anymore. Everybody is just being given their value by a short-term satisfaction. You know what I mean? Let's think about it with the glass half full. If you are a millennial, you're coming into an age, or you're being born into an age with more opportunity than ever existed before, with the developments in technology, the access to the internet, right? You no longer have to really fight for your survival if you're being born in the first world. You have access to all of these resources and tools right at your fingertips that could help benefit your life and actually increase your value as a human. 99% of people are living day to day in some mundane job, going on their social media, feeling lonely, burned out, and depressed because they have no value. Nobody has any value anymore. Nobody has anything they can bring to the table anymore. Nobody has anything that they are passionate or constantly chasing and putting ahead of their feelings. Everybody is constantly changing what they want based on their feelings, and your feelings are going to change like the fucking weather. So how are you going to ever be consistent with anything if you're constantly only doing things if you're if you're not for 99% of the people, if you're not feeling happy or motivated, you're not going to do anything, right? That's not how life works. If you have something you are chasing after, a goal, a job, a business, developing yourself physically or mentally, you have to chase after that goal no matter what you feel. If you feel depressed, you go, yeah, I'm feeling depressed and shit right now, but I got work to do. This is what develops your character and increases your value and mental fortitude. Not saying, oh, I gotta do this, but I'm feeling sad today. Maybe I'll wait till I'm feeling happy. Do you understand that? I'm literally looking around the day-to-day life and seeing a bunch of men walking around like zombies with their balls cut off. That's what it feels like. All these powerless men and women that are just in their day-to-day life. But at the end of the day, you can't have everybody extremely ambitious or everybody chasing a high value life. It just wouldn't be balanced and work. The earth wouldn't be able to sustain that. Economically, it wouldn't make sense. But this is too much. Like, you're talking about 99% of the world is in this state of a perpetual doom and depression and gloom. All these people who have so much more education, so much more tools, resources, information at their fingertips are more anxious, worried, scared. They have no dreams, no hopes, no values, nothing they are chasing after, right? And I'm telling you guys exactly why. Because these people are not developing their values. At the end of the day, you are meant to feel sad just as much as you are meant to feel happy. You're not supposed to change. Okay, let's put it this way. Your mentality and your feelings, you have to be able to separate them. 99% of them have those merged as one thing. As one big fuckball of mess. So anything that they want to pursue, it gets stopped by a potential emotion of sadness, feeling anxious, feeling worried. But all these different emotions are just different chemical imbalances or balances popping off in your brain. That's it. Just think about that. Oh, I'm feeling depressed right now. Oh, okay, well, it's just a fucking chemical fuck up in my brain right now. I gotta go do some shit. To increase my value. But 99% of the people are taking the easy way out. Instead of actively making choices to increase their value, whether that be improving yourself physically, improving your mental health, or improving your knowledge, improving your skill sets, or developing your skill sets. All of that stuff takes a lot of effort, work, self-awareness, sacrifice, and things that nobody wants to fucking do anymore. What do they do instead? They pull out their phone and go to fucking Pornhub. They pull out their phone and go to Uber Eats and order some McDonald's. They go to the local liquor store or to the fucking weed shop and grab whatever they need to grab. They go online, gamble. They go after that short-term satisfaction, where that short-term satisfaction is a service or business that is actually fueling someone else who is ambitious. Right? The 1% is farming the 99%. The 1% is farming the weak mentality of the 99%. There's nothing wrong with weed. I'm just giving you guys an example that you could do whatever you want in moderation. But a lot of people will clutch to these things, including myself in the past, and use it as an escape. Try to burn so much, you just numb out and don't think about shit. Let's be realistic. We all been there. Everything should be in moderation in that sense. But anyways, right? So you have the 1% of the world, these people who are ambitious, who are constantly increasing their value. They are farming the weak mentality of the 99%. Because as long as the 99% stays mentally weak and depressed, they will constantly be paying for the food, the Netflix, the services, everything else, and feeding the 1%. They will constantly be going after those short-term satisfactions. They will constantly be chasing their short-term impulsive desires and ignoring their long-term vision or their long-term goals. Where the 1% is the opposite. Though, you know what true success is? The delay of gratification and the act of resisting an impulse and to take an immediately available reward. This is true success that people are saying. People are saying that the stronger you can become mentally and delay gratification, the more success you will see in the future. But now our world is the exact opposite. They want the gratification instantly. Do you understand that? They want to be gratified for what they do, anything they try, instantly. If you could develop the mental fortitude to delay gratification, this directly increases your patience and discipline. Your brain is saying, no, take that reward, get that dopamine hit. But your mentality is saying, no, I'm not going to do that. It's this type of delay of gratification, this psychological principle, it can be used 100% in trading as well. Right? It's the same type of idea where you can use this delay of gratification and as we do in trading. Not trying to take that quick, impulsive, no plan trade. So understand that the ability to delay gratification is essential. It is a pillar. It is the foundation for self-regulation and self-control of yourself. Without having the ability to delay gratification, you will not have any self-control. And we live in a modern society where gratification is given to you as soon as you ask for it. You're fat and ugly as fuck. Guess what? Now fat acceptance is a thing. Now you got fat bitches modeling on magazines. Fucking disgusting. It's unhealthy. It's promoting obesity. It's gross. That's nasty. That's just them not being able to delay gratification, not being able to put the time and effort to break their impulsive desires and get a better body, and them only going for short-term impulsive desires, and our society approving that. Our society saying, yeah, that's good. You can be fat. You can be lazy. You can be a dumb fucking loser. Yeah, go ahead. That's wrong. This is wrong. You are not supposed to be like that. How come back in the Neanderthal days how come we don't see any pictures of obese cavemen? You guys ever seen an obese caveman? No, because you didn't have people laying around, sitting around doing fuck all, overeating. Nowadays, if you don't like something, you can go get surgery for it. You can just get accepted for it. You can go post about it on Twitter and have the LGBTQ, obesity, SJW, feminist community give you all the support you need in the world. They'll give you all the support you need. They'll tell you that you're doing great, honey. You're fat, you got purple hair, you don't want to work, you want a man that's going to take care of you or a woman that's going to take care of you. Yeah, honey, you deserve it. You're a queen. No, you're a fat bitch. You're a fat, lazy bitch. These people who are telling you you're a queen are also fat, lazy bitches. Who don't want to put the effort in, who don't want to put the work in to attain a goal, who don't want to increase their value as a person. They just want to be told their value. They just want to be given value. Everybody nowadays wants to be given value, wants to be accepted without actually earning it. Nobody's earning their value anymore. Same thing for the men. I'm not just talking about the women, but nowadays in society, it seems a lot worse with the women, where the women want more and more, but are giving less and less. I don't care about equality, all that bullshit. There's a reason why men have maybe gotten paid more or have maybe been more dominant in society. It's because look around you. Where did all this infrastructure come from? Even when we had the last 50 years, the last 100 years, maybe of some more equality, women are still choosing not to do these difficult jobs, even though they have the ability to. Where did all this infrastructure come from? The global electrical system, sewage systems, roads, buildings. Where the fuck did it come from? Are you guys retarded? You guys can't use common sense to see who built this? Right? At least back in the day, when women were playing that more nurturing role and they understood this difference, they were playing that role of nurturing, taking care of the man or the household, cooking, cleaning, being feminine, showing that femininity. Right? Fam, nowadays women can't cook or clean, dude, none of that shit. They all fucking eat the same white sauce pasta, whatever it is. Let's be realistic. They want even more with doing even less because they've already been given their value from birth, and now they're told you're also equal to a man. No, that's not how it works. If you were equal to a man, then you would have built all the infrastructure in society. You would have been the one evolving us through society. You guys should be the ones in the sewage systems, or on the power plants, or on the oil rigs, running our world. Because eventually, if you have all of men wake up and say, fuck this, we're not doing this shit anymore, then what happens? The whole world will be shut down. What are women gonna come and start running the sewage systems, running the global power plants, running the oil rigs, running global shipping and logistics and all of that? They're gonna be doing all that. People are forgetting how the world works. People are forgetting how it's been developed. You know what I mean? So I feel yes, men are also just as pussy nowadays. Men are being told their aggression is negative. You need aggression. Men are being told their aggression is automatically violent or negative. No, you need a level of aggression to go after your goals. Most women do not have that aggression. There's a very small percent of women who have that aggression. I'm not talking about ambition. You can be ambitious and want something, but unless you have the aggression to push yourself to go after it, you're not going to take those steps. You have to be aggressive. You have to have some masculinity. You have to have some fucking backbone to take that leap of faith, to take that risk. Our modern world, it gives women their value from birth. It gives them all the rights in marriage court. It gives them all the rights with birth, with sex. They have all the control with sex. They have all the control with birth. They have all the control with marriage. You know what I mean? And nowadays, if a man speaks up and says, this is wrong, I'm getting fucked here. You know how many guys I know that are great men and have a daughter or a son that they can't see because of some fucked up baby mom? And they would have been 100% a better parent than that mother? You know how many women have used babies and child support as a business because our system has allowed for that. Our system has allowed for women to exploit these systems for money. It's now a business. Nowadays you got women getting impregnated, having a kid, and just having the kid to get a check. This is not a joke. This is reality. You know what I mean? So you have a generation that's being emasculated, right? You have a generation that's being raised extremely weak, mentally weak. You have a generation of people who are begging to be given their value and have value handed to them without ever earning it. You have a generation of people who cannot delay gratification and need gratification instantly. You know what happens when a woman has a child and she can't afford to take care of her child? You know what happens? She gets welfare and she gets housing. In most first world countries, she'll get some type of government housing and welfare checks. You know what happens when a man can't take care of his son or daughter? He goes to, you know what housing he gets? A prison cell. Okay? So whether you want to be angry about this shit, whether you want to fucking talk about it or not, this is the reality of how the world is developing. And this is from an economic standpoint, because the 1% would rather have the 99% this mentally weak and depressed, so they can just continue working their dead-end jobs or living their day-to-day life and continue feeding the 1% as their where we are all livestock. You know what I mean? We are livestock. Some, just like you see a farm, some of the chickens, they get their own little area to chill in. The cows, they get a bit more space to roam around and eat some grass. The pigs, they get some mud to roll in. But they're still livestock at the end of the day, being used for the farmer's production. Just because some people here might have a bit of a bigger backyard, if you don't have that mental fortitude to think bigger, you're still a fucking farm animal. I'm still a farm animal. I just want to be a farmer. I'm looking at all these other farm animals around me going, guys, what the fuck? Why? I'm looking at these pigs saying, why are you happy rolling around in mud when you could have true freedom and do whatever the fuck you want to do? But you think this rolling around in mud is your freedom. You think that's your true freedom. You think that's the best that life can get. That's called an illusion. That is a mental prison and an illusion set by the 1%. The cows think they're living the best life. They got a bit more grass to roll around on. They're still encaged. They got some grass to eat. They get to roam around. Well, guess what? There's still a cow that's going to get milked. Do you understand? And think about the social media, these new social media platforms. As social media platforms have come out, they've only gotten more toxic and toxic. Facebook was like, okay, Facebook came to the scene. We're starting to connect people. MySpace was the first. You guys get the idea. Facebook came to the scene. People started connecting with each other. Okay, this did bring some benefits. Technological advancements have some benefits, but there's been more negatives towards the 99% and more benefits for the 1%. Right? Then after that, you had like Snapchat, Instagram, now like TikTok. It's gotten consistently more toxic, more fake, showing fake lifestyles, accepting everybody and anybody no matter how they are. No, that's wrong. Back in the day, if you were for the means of survival and you were obese, you would get left behind. You're not gonna have the other Neanderthals pick you up and carry you and say, "Oh, don't worry, buddy, we accept your fat ass." No, they're gonna say, "Holy fuck, bro, we can't survive with this, you fat fuck. You're gonna die back here, all right? We gotta keep going." You know what I'm saying? And look at when we're going back to the women, look at how essentially because men's masculinity is being crushed, because we have such a mentally weak society, because men no longer have this confidence or aggression. Now you have businesses like OnlyFans, where you literally have these simp fucking loser men paying for nude pictures or videos when Pornhub exists or X videos or any of these porn sites exist. That OnlyFans should be enough to show you how global masculinity is being crushed, how that aggressive male is being dominated and crushed, how women are getting fed even more value, even more pleasure, and even more capital for doing fucking absolutely nothing. Yeah, silence, right? There is no explanation for that, is there? Nobody can defend that. How can you fucking defend how as a man can you defend your case on that? Giving your hard-earned money at your dead-end job you're working to some female who gives no fucks about you, doesn't know you exist. It is. You know what I mean? I just wanted to come talk about this and give you my view. Nobody's gonna be killing my masculinity. Nobody in my family, Nobody, not my girlfriend in my relationship. I don't care who calls me an asshole. I don't care who calls me a everybody, oh, Jeeve, you're a bully. What are you guys, fucking 5 years old? You know what I mean? I don't care who calls me a bully, who calls me. I am not folding. If any of you guys want to fold, guess what? You're gonna end up being a zombie with your balls cut off, and then sooner or later you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be 60 years old, depressed, bald, fat, lonely, and sad. I'm not gonna end up like that. I'm not folding. I don't care who it is in my family. I don't care who it is in my friendship circle who thinks I'm an asshole. I'll cut them out. Because we can see the proof of how society is turning sick, mentally sick. We can see the proof of how a generation is depressed and has no value, no skill sets. Kids on TikTok getting paid more than a doctor for fucking dancing or doing some retard shit. Just sick, disgusting, no value. I get that it's entertainment, but it's still valueless. Right? Do not let your masculinity, your aggression, your ambition, your dreams and goals be crushed by our disgustingly sick society. You're not wrong. Though you having this innate feeling inside your heart and inside your body to want more, to be a better person, to be stronger, faster, smarter, richer, that is not wrong. That is not wrong. That is right. Our generation and our current society is wrong. And the reason our society is built this way is to continue financially supporting the 1% through the next generations. Right? It breaks my heart to see a man with no backbone, when I know every single man has this innate ambition or fire in them. To me, it's like looking at a lion from like the African plains being in a cage. It breaks my fucking heart. That lion is not meant to be in a cage. He's meant to be roaming free, doing whatever the fuck he wants, expressing himself how he wants, getting the respect for being that lion. You know? Through history, we have seen man conquer, expand, explore, constantly want to achieve more and expand physically, mentally, spiritually. Now we are seeing that stop. The conquering has already happened. And guess what? The 1% who controls the 99%, I'm sorry to say, feminists, it's not women. I'm sorry to tell you guys. I'm sorry to tell all the women out there, all the feminists who think you guys got power. The majority of the 1%ers are men. Sorry. In the oil industry, in big energy, in big pharma, even in the fucking makeup industry. You know the CEOs of in the makeup world, in the fashion industry, they're men. This is the reality, whether you want to face it, whether you need your acceptance, whether you want to be a part of whatever social group. You can be a part of all that. Well, you can't ignore reality. You can try to distract yourself as much as you want. You can try to keep yourself numb as much as you want. But you can't ignore the reality. Right? Nobody is having these discussions. Everybody who has these types of talks with each other, they get angry, they get offended. I'm saying, why not? Why can't we have these open discussions? Why can't us men, or people who are ambitious, or people who want more, and we are not just people who want more, we are also actively taking steps day after day to increase our value as humans. And understand, even if you start today, don't worry about this Euro AUD alert. Even if you start today and every day you improve yourself 0.0 0.01%. You are still 100 times better than the person doing 0%. And every single day, this number increases. Where this guy stays at fucking 0. Alright? I don't support modern feminism. I don't support any social justice issues. I don't support any racial issues. I don't support any religious issues. I don't give a fuck about all that. If you guys watch my pandemic rant, to me, all of that shit is noise. All of that shit is just distractions and noise to keep the 99% busy amongst themselves. Keep the 99% arguing with each other. Not even focusing on the 1% who actually controls and runs the world, who dictates their decisions, who makes sure they go to work every day, who picks what they eat every day, who picks what they watch on TV. Nobody's focusing on them. Everybody's focusing on each other about stupid fucking Mickey Mouse shit. That's the reality. Everybody's too busy about crying about, oh, I'm gay. Oh, I'm bisexual. Oh, I'm a robot. Oh, I'm a helicopter. Oh, I'm a man woman. I don't give a fuck. Why are you fighting over this shit? Just be a better human. Be a more high valued human. You know? I'm tired of being brought down by these fucking zombies. I'm tired of being surrounded by these zombies. It's fucking mentally depressing. You know what they say? Ignorance is bliss. There's a whole generation out there as well. Like, for example, like my parents. They don't know anything greater or better outside of what they did in their life and the few jobs that they've had. This doesn't mean the life that they live is wrong. They can be happy, quote unquote, in the situation they are in now. But it's also ignorance. They are living in a state of bliss because they don't know any better. They don't know that there's people out there making $1 million in a minute. Or there's people who are chasing their dreams and goals and living a proactive life and are much happier as humans who are constantly increasing their value. That's fine. That maybe for the older generation who are living in that ignorant state or in that bliss state, that's fine. But for the new generation, they know the opportunities that exist. They know how large the world is, how much resources and tools are at their fingertip. But why are they so depressed? Why are they so depressed? Why are they so sad? Why is mental issues the biggest that it's ever been? Why are all these 15-year-old kids getting prescribed fucking Xanax, getting prescribed these depression medications, getting prescribed energy medications? Why is true social interaction at such a record-breaking low even before the pandemic? Why was human interaction face-to-face at a record-breaking low, even though people can be messaging each other 24/7 on Snapchat, but will barely want to meet to go out and talk as a human? That's fucked up. That's not right. You know what I mean? If you can objectively look at our society from a bird's eye view and think that our society is healthy, and think that our society is justified and fair, you have to be fucking lost. Person-to-person communication has been lost. Social interaction has gone down the drain. Human confidence and aggression, gone down the drain. Humans need to increase their value, being suppressed, being told you don't need to increase your value. Go eat a fucking burger instead. Go have a beer instead. Go take this drug instead. Go jerk your dick off instead. All of these essential traits that lead to a successful life in the sense of pursuing real happiness or achieving real happiness are being suppressed and are being replaced with short-term satisfaction and gratification. Watching TV, watching movies, playing a video game, watching porn, sex, drugs, food, whatever it may be. Right? And even with this mass quantity of satisfaction at your fingertips, Why is the world so depressed? The simple answer is because nobody is increasing their value as a human anymore. So, how do you increase your confidence and aggression? How do you increase your masculinity? You start developing yourself as a man or woman. You look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? Physically, I'm not where I want to be. I could lose a few pounds. I could gain a few pounds. I want to be more muscular. I'm gonna make a diet plan and a workout plan and stick to that every single day. The issue is a lot of people, when they finally start to actively work on bettering themselves, they get overwhelmed because they think they need to go from zero to hero overnight. No, like I told you guys, even if you are improving yourself 0.00001% every day, this is an improvement day to day. This is better than the person who's doing 0% for their physical well-being, their mental well-being, and their financial well-being. At the end of the day, you need money to survive in this world. So you should be focusing on trying to develop your financial well-being as well. Does that mean you have to start making $1 million tomorrow? No. If you can find some way or some type of hustle where you can make 10 extra dollars a day, eventually that $10 might turn into $100. Eventually that 100 might turn into 1,000. It's about the pursuit of developing yourself as a human. The money and the rewards come after. This type of compounding on your personal growth as a human over years is going to put you ahead of the person who's doing zero. Light years ahead. Generations ahead. And this is if you're just doing 0.001%. Imagine you're doing 1% better every day. Imagine every day you learn an extra piece of information. You do an extra rep in the gym. Right? You do an extra hour of studying charts or analysis or whatever it may be. As soon as you start developing your knowledge, as soon as you start developing your physical well-being, as soon as you start developing your finances, your personal value is increasing. Naturally, guess what comes with this? Higher confidence, stronger aggression and masculinity. Look at me. I'm a cocky. Everybody calls me the cockiest motherfucker ever. I'm not cocky. I'm just confident in what I've put time and effort into. I've developed those skill sets and knowledge to even be to be able to share all that training information with you guys for free, and to the point where I've developed those skill sets and knowledge so much that people want to pay for the information I have learned. Understand? So what has come naturally for me after that? An increase in confidence, an increase in my personal value. Nobody can tell me my value. Nobody can tell me what I can do or can't do. Only I can tell myself that. But for everybody else gets told their value. Everybody else gets told what they can and can't do, and they listen to it and they put their head down and they shut the fuck up. I don't want to shut the fuck up. I don't want to suppress my masculinity. I don't want to be a fucking simp. I don't want to be a pussy. You know? If all of us can come together and be on the same wavelength and promote each other, saying, hey man, chase after your goals. You weren't feeling like going to the gym today? Okay, go to the gym, bro. Get in there. You know what I mean? Go. Hey man, you've been at your job for 4 years now. You have developed experience. What's stopping you from pursuing something more? Is it fear? Is it doubt? Is it security? Let's talk about it. Why can't we talk about these things that are having people stuck at jobs for 10 years? Why can't we talk about these things that are having people miserable in their relationships? Why can't we talk about these things that have people feeling so lonely in a world where you can talk to people at your fingertips like that? How come we can't talk about the root causes of these things? Because the 1% in mainstream don't want us to talk about these things. Because as soon as you start to discuss these things, then you can start to improve it. And as soon as you start to improve it, now the 1% is getting larger. Right? So if you know somebody who's been at a job for 4 years, but they have skill sets and experience, why can't you go to that person and say, hey, I think you could earn a lot more money if you go find a new job. You have 4 years of experience, you have an education, go out there and put yourself out there. Or if you see someone who is starting to in your close circle in your family who's gaining weight, why can't you tell them, hey, you're gaining weight, go to the gym, eat better? Why are we not allowed to tell people this? Why can't I be upfront and blunt to help improve somebody's life? Why is this getting translated as bullying or aggression or anger? And don't get me wrong. Obviously, I understand sometimes I use very harsh language. My tone is very aggressive. Maybe people take this as very condescending or very angry. It's just the way I am, right? You have to listen to the words themselves. Have I ever given, even though I can be an asshole or be aggressive, am I giving you guys bad information right now? I'm telling you guys information that will improve your well-being as a human. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you guys information that's being communicated in a masculine fashion, in an aggressive fashion. So due to that tone, due to that energy, it gets translated as anger or incorrect. But you could have a fat ass bitch talking nice and saying, hey honey, you look great, don't worry baby, fat acceptance, yeah, fuck body shaming. You could have someone talking kind, coming across as like genuine, but they're actually destroying the person's well-being. They're telling the person it's okay to be obese. They're just saying it nicely. That's wrong. I would much rather have someone say, gee, yo, you've been slacking on the gym, you fucking retard. Get the fuck back in the gym. That's because I know that person cares about me. That person saw me in a better shape or can think I can be in a better shape, and they can see me actively pursuing that. I would much rather have someone come to me and say, gee, bro, you're fucking been lazy. You've been slacking. Step it up, man. Rather than, hey, Jeeve, I know you've been slacking on the gym, but it's okay. We all deserve breaks, man. Don't even go to the gym for the next month. You should accept your body as is. I'd be like, what the fuck? You fucking loser? You want me to be a loser? Fuck you. You know what I mean? I just can't take it anymore. I had to get this off my chest. I'm tired of being silent about it. I'm tired of having all these thoughts in my head and like not being able to share it because people are gonna get offended. My family's gonna get offended. Friends get offended. You know what I mean? Because nobody else has these conversations. Nobody else gets out of their comfort circle. Everybody's just in their day-to-day zombie state. Everybody wants to be a winner and wants to be high value without earning that value, without earning those winnings. They just want to be handed, they just want everything handed to them, and they think they deserve it due to our society. You know? These are real conversations that we should be having as men or as women, and saying, as humans, why are we behaving this way? Why are we acting this way? Why are we doing these various things that are actually killing us slowly? Why are we staying so stagnant and letting ourselves rust? Why are we avoiding all real world interaction? Why are we avoiding improving ourselves as humans? Why are we avoiding our natural aggression or masculinity as men? And as we're avoiding these things, as we're doing these other toxic things, but that we're told in society it's normal. It's normal to fucking eat McDonald's or skip the dishes or all this shit every day. It's normal to fucking get alcohol and do all that shit every day. You guys noticed during the pandemic, when everything in the world was locked down, all of your liquor stores were still open? You know why? Because the 1%, the governments knew that if they shut down liquor stores, there'd be more people in the hospital for alcohol withdrawal than actual COVID. There would be more global cases of alcoholism withdrawal symptoms than people who have COVID if they shut down all global liquor stores. They know that shit. They know the symptoms of alcohol withdrawal is way worse than COVID symptoms. They know this shit. Right? Everything was pick and choose. How come during the pandemic you had Costco's open, liquor stores open, right? Walmart's open, big name brand stores open, but small mom and pop shops shut down? Or the gym shut down, where the gym is the actual place that you go to increase your immune system strength. When you work out, you're increasing your immune system strength, right? Why were they shutting down these large gyms where people can go to improve their health, but keeping liquor stores open and these big box stores open? It's all pick and choose. It's all based on an agenda, an economic agenda. Same thing with all of these social issues, all of these feminist issues, SJW issues. They're all backed by an economic agenda to keep the 99% mentally weak and distracted and fighting amongst each other, while the 1% continue to farm us. We are the livestock as a collective, whether you realize that or not. You know? So for anybody who's here, anybody who's gonna watch this, fuck it. Let's stop hiding or concealing our masculinity and aggression. Men, stop being fucking simps and giving women easy ass paychecks and income for doing absolutely nothing. Women, wake up a little bit and start developing your fucking values. Men too, wake the fuck up. Start developing your values as a man, as a human being. Develop your skill sets, gain more experiences, gain more wisdom. Have something you can actually bring to the table besides your opinion. Have some real world experience, knowledge, and skill sets you can bring to the table. Nowadays, 99% of people, you know what they bring to the table? Nothing but an opinion. Nothing but an opinion based on their fucking feelings. It's disgusting. It's toxic. It's incorrect. It's not logical. It's not beneficial. It doesn't help anybody grow. It helps everybody stay stagnant. It helps everybody stay toxic. It helps the next generation that's going to come after them be even worse. Chase after accomplishment. Chase after merit. Alright? But yeah, this is just a quick 1 hour webinar. It could be a lot longer. Now if you guys got any questions, if you guys want to go into a bit of a open discussion here for like 10-20 minutes, I'm gonna just read the YouTube comments. How many people we got here? I know this is, we still got like 200 mans in here. 200 people live for a random stream. Not bad. You know? But other than that, if you guys watch this and the pandemic rant, it really shows my view and my frustration with this shit. You know what I mean? And with trading, with capital hungry, with my businesses outside of like this whole internet, with my business outside of this whole internet world, like I have been constantly increasing my value, my income level, my personal physical state. You know what I mean? And I'm tired of people who are not doing that trying to suppress me or trying to put me down or trying to call me a bully or saying my aggression is misplaced. No, fuck you. The fuck? You're just a fucking loser. You're just simply a loser. It's that simple. In the world, in the market, there's winners and there's losers. Right? We understand that. How come nobody's talking about that? How come all these social justice warriors and all these other people didn't shut down the markets? Because they said, oh, it's not, the markets aren't fair. The markets aren't justified. There's so many people losing. This isn't fair. You know why? Because the 1% runs that shit. This whole thing about winning and losing or fairness, it's only directed towards singular issues that people can be distracted about. Sexual preference, gender preference, racial divide, all nonsense. You don't see anybody talking about the winners and losers in the market or that inequality. You don't see anybody talking about the inequality in economic status. How come there's no social issues against the major economic status differences in the world? Right? How come we don't see that stuff? Nowadays, you have to understand that all this positivity that's being promoted is toxic. Yes, ZG, I agree fully. It's fake, surface level bullshit, what he just said. Propaganda. And what I'm saying, guys, it doesn't have to be your pursuit of developing a skill set, your pursuit of developing your values as a human, it doesn't have to be in the trading industry. It could be in any industry, in any field that you have any interest in. As long as you are doing this every single day, you're ahead. As long as you're doing this, 0.001% of growth, and also taking responsibility and accountability. Another issue with the modern generation in society is nobody takes responsibility or accountability for their mistakes. Women can't even fucking apologize, fam. They can't, even when they're dead ass wrong, they can't even say the words "I'm sorry." That's fucked. That's some psychotic shit. You know what I mean? That's fucked up. Think about it. And remember, when I'm saying men, when I'm saying women, I'm classifying the 99% in the mass majority, which is fact. That is the fact. You can check the numbers, you can check the statistics. If you are an off percent of a woman who is pursuing more and who doesn't view the world this way, that's great. If you are a man who's pursuing more and like you want to do more, that's great. But the majority, the masses are not. If you want to simply see that, look at yourself and your mindset and the people who are talking here, and then go look at your friend circle in real life, the friends you went to school with. Go look at your family around you. If you don't come from wealth, or if you don't come from a family member who's already pursued greatness, most likely you're coming from a family where they've worked some regular jobs for years. Your friends' family, they all do the same shit, same cycle, same circle, and they think, and this is ignorant. They don't know anything greater. They don't think anything better even exists. They know it exists, but they don't want to focus on that because it'll cause depression. It'll cause too much regret. You know, I can't have these conversations with like certain people in my family or people in my day-to-day life, because it's gonna cause too much self-realization of regret, and it's gonna cause too much depression. It's gonna cause people to be fucking sad, and then that sadness is actually gonna turn out to be anger towards me, saying, "Fuck you, man. Well, you think you're so special? You think you're so good?" Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, correct. It's that simple. Yes, I do think I'm better than the people doing 0% every day. Yes. For anybody who is doing 0% every day, physically, mentally, and financially, I am better than them. It's that simple. That is why people who pursue more, they get paid more for their skill sets or values. Nowadays, even that's getting distorted. We always used to have this pay scale where your payment would be based on your output, productivity, and what values and skill sets you brought to the table. Nowadays, people are getting paid for nothing to also promote this toxic, weak mental lifestyle. Look at the fitness industry, look at the trading industry as examples. In the trading industry, there's only a small percent of people, or like, let's look at trading because we're all traders here. We all know 99% of retail traders lose, right? It's not because the market is created in that way. It's because, just like in life, the 99% of people who are not doing what they're supposed to be doing to better themselves, they are losing. They are stuck in a vicious cycle. They are depressed overall, living in a fake fairy tale life. The people who are actively doing more to better themselves every day, they are improving. It's the same thing in the markets. The people who actually put time and effort to develop their trading psychology, their understanding of the markets, back test, go through that trial and error process, they are the ones who actively win, but that's a small percent compared to the 99% that lose. Another example, look at the fitness and in the trading industry. You can see this on social media, because the 99% of people on social media in the trading industry, they go after what? Short-term trading satisfaction, account management, trading signals, the next algorithm that's supposed to be successful, even though everybody's algorithm's dog shit. Unless your algorithm is run by a team of developers, your algorithm is dog shit. I don't care whose algorithm it is, it's dog shit. All right? Banks pay people $100,000 salaries and higher, people who have gone to school for computer sciences, and their job is to monitor a trading algorithm with a team of 10, 15 people around the clock. You know what I mean? So for some Joe Schmo retard on IG to say he has a new successful algorithm is dog shit, is trash. It's the reality. And you guys have seen this. You guys have seen this rinse and repeat over and over again. All these algos that claim great results, then maybe they get a profit for a month, then they fucking crash everybody's account. All these signal chats that claim great results, crash people's accounts. Account managers, same shit. Another example of this is the fitness industry. Yo, ZG, my digestive system is fucked, bro. Now that you said that, I have been actively working on improving my digestive health and my diet to improve my mental health as well. I agree with that. What we eat and put in our bodies and our digestive system is huge to our mental, our everything like that, you know what I mean? But anyways, the same thing. Exactly, TA. An algo needs optimizing, tweaking, watching over manually around the clock, adjusting. You know what I mean? Same thing in the fitness industry. The fitness industry, we all know to achieve the true body you want, it's a simple science. If you are overweight, that is the simple reason because you are eating more calories than your body can burn. Any extra calories that your body cannot burn gets converted and stored as fat. It is that simple. There's no genetics behind it. That is the law of thermodynamics, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys want to back check that. If you guys search up the law of thermodynamics, you can only lose weight if you are eating less calories than you are burning. So if you're fat as fuck and you eat 3,000 calories a day, but you're supposed to eat 2,000 calories a day, you're only going to lose weight by eating 1,800 calories a day. There's no other fucking secret. There's no diet. It's all about your calories, what you're putting in your body, and if you're burning. That's the science. That's it. You know what I mean? Everybody understands that or knows the science, right? And knows that to achieve the body you want, it's going to take a lot of effort, time, consistency. The same thing like it would be to achieve anything, any type of success in trading, any type of success in business. If you want to achieve a type of success with your physical body, it's going to take time, effort, etc., right? But you have the 99% of people going for the next diet tea, the next weight loss trend, the next pill that's going to make you lose a lot of weight, the next fucking belt to wrap around your fat ass stomach to squeeze everything in. Everybody's going after the short-term satisfaction and quick solution instead of actually chasing the long-term result that will keep you successful. You know what I mean? We're seeing this in every industry. We're seeing it on social media. We're seeing it in our day-to-day lives. And I want to tell you guys something. Ever since I did the pandemic rant, my channel has been getting less subscribers and less views on each live stream. And after this video, I won't be surprised if I get less views and less subscribers and shit, or this shit gets flagged. You know? But anyways, everybody, thank you for attending this little rant. I just wanted to have this open discussion and especially let other people know that you are not alone. Especially a lot of the men out there who are feeling not confident, who have lost their natural aggression, who have lost their masculinity. You are not alone, and you can beat this. You can become a lot stronger. You know what I mean? And we should be able to have these open discussions. We should be able to talk about these things. We should be able to share how we feel, what we want in life, and how we want to achieve it. Fuck all this short-term satisfaction bullshit. Fuck all this social media bullshit. All this toxic nonsense. Tired of it. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of being surrounded by all these zombies. And people are just watching the day-to-day news and like, I don't know, man. You know? So yeah, anything I said in here, anything like just like the trade, just like I tell you guys when I give you guys information on the markets, when I give you guys information on economies, on fundamentals, on technicals, don't just take my word for it. Go research the data and information yourself. Anytime I give you guys information, I tell you, go research it and confirm it yourself. Don't just believe me. Because if you think it's just my opinion, go search this up yourself. Look at the world yourself. You know? And if you guys want, it would be a great help if you guys could share this video around in your social media. Get the word out there. Have people wake up a bit, you know? But anyways, guys, thank you and see you later.